I want to talk to you about the US Bank Business Platinum credit card, okay? So here's the overall take you need to really have when you think about the US Bank Business Platinum. I want you to think about balance transfers. I want you to think about affordability. With a credit score of 600, you can really get this business credit card real fast. Also, you need to have a relationship, an existing relationship with with US Bank. They want you to be. They like you if you've been with them for 3 to 6 months before you apply for this business credit card, especially if you have bad credit. Okay, so overall, when you think about the US Bank Business Platinum card, I want you to think about an excellent option for your small business, especially if you need extra time to pay off your balance. So it is really good, great when it comes to balance transfers. Okay, the cool thing about the US Bank Business Platinum is that you have actually 18 months. Okay, 18 months of interest-free financing on purchases and balance transfers without paying an annual fee or like without an annual fee. Now, the thing is that that's why I was telling you earlier that the relationship with U.S. Bank is really quite essential. So they want to see your cash inflows and cash outflows before actually approving you for this card. So when you think about the U.S. Bank Business Platinum card, I want you to think about extended 0% introductory APR on purchases and balance transfers. So the only thing is that you have to account for a balance transfer fee. So that's actually 3% of the amount of each transfer, or $5 minimum. Okay, whichever is greater. So this is something to really think about, especially if you want to use this card to transfer a large debt. And the APR for the U.S. Bank Business Platinum is between 17 and 27%. So pretty affordable, 17 to 27%. Okay, but the great catch of this card is that it has the very extended period for no interest free financing. So 18 months. That's really great. On top of that, you have no annual fee. Okay, because usually some business credit cards, they want you to pay an annual fee that can go all the way to $700. But the U.S. Bank is not really asking you to pay any fee, so that's really good. But there is a foreign transaction fee, and there are no rewards with this business credit card. So when you think about the U.S. Bank Business Platinum card, I want you to think about a no frills small business credit card. Okay, so you're not really having any rewards for sure, but it really helps you from a financing point of view. So basically, you are able to get a loan if you want an interest free loan on up to 18 months or over 18 months. Okay, and you are able to pay this off interest free. Just be aware that the balance transfer fee of 3% is there to kind of reduce the impact of this card. Okay, so one thing I want you to really remember here is that if you want to get this card, the first thing you want to do is is open a business bank account with U.S. Bank, and then you want to direct your cash inflows into that account. I mean, possibly payments from customers. So basically, U.S. Bank is going to analyze your cash inflows and cash outflows to determine how much they will establish you as the initial limit. Okay, so that's really good. And also, one thing for sure, you are able to pay like you can actually use something called the U.S. Bank's extended pay plan. So this is a plan that actually doesn't charge interest, but there is a fixed monthly fee. So this is really giving you an extra layer of possibility when it comes to paying off your loan. And also with this U.S. Bank Business Platinum card, employee cards can be added at no additional cost. The maximum number of employee cards here is 99, so up to 99 free employee cards. And so you are able to control each card individually to restrict where, when, and how much each employee can spend, right? So from a cash flow management point of view, this card has a strong back office. Also, the card also comes with expense reporting tools that can provide insights into your company's spending better. So that's really good. If you have a small business and you are trying to really see where your cash is going, you are trying to restrict the use of cash outflows to a certain expense category. This U.S. Bank Business Platinum is really good because the back office is built to track every single expense. So over time, you'll be able to tell exactly where your cash is going and how to really improve things. let me give you a little more details here. When you think about the U.S. Bank Business Platinum card, okay. First of all, what is the target audience? Who is this card really good for? Well, the card is great for small business owners who actually want more time to pay off their balances. So if that's you really will love this card. And so when I speak about having extra time to pay off your balance, this could be on a new purchase or from an existing debt, right? It can be an ongoing transaction or transaction that have happened in the past. So with a card's offer, you can get the supplies, materials, or other goods you need to run your business now while you work to collect the revenue later. So that's kind of cool because it gives you a flexibility. And so one thing for sure, what you want to do here is that you want to make sure that you have a maximum the maximum limit on this business credit card actually depends on your company's financial profile. But we have seen cases where they were extending the limits up to a $250,000. So that's really good. I mean, $250,000 of interest free financing. That's really good. So that's really fantastic, and you are able to consolidate debt from multiple avenues. Okay, and also there are actually instances where you do not want to use the U.S. Bank Business Platinum card. Like if you seek to earn rewards on your purchases, you do not want to have the U.S. Bank Business Platinum card because the card not only earns no rewards, but it also offers a welcome. It does not offer a welcome bonus either. So you are really, if you're looking for rewards, if you're looking for perks, this is not a card for you. Also, the card is not a great card for your business if you travel internationally or spend overseas. So when you make purchases outside of the U.S., you are charged a 3% foreign transaction fee on the amount spent. So this could really add up, especially if you're buying a lot of stuff, okay? And so this hidden fee actually increases the cost of every international purchase. So if you, this is not a card that you want to use internationally. And so, yeah, this is, and also, if you want to track things from a holistic point of view, this is the card that's not for you. So the thing is that the card actually is not for you from a holistic point of view. In other words, of course, you can centralize your expenses. That's really good, but you are able to get things done a lot faster if you go with a card, let's say, that has rewards on your business purchases. Okay, let me talk to you about the rates and fees that actually come with a U.S. Bank Business Platinum card. So I think I've said this before, but I want to insist on that. The APR actually is going to be around 17% to 27%, which is really a decent. Which is, if you compare this to all similar business credit cards, you have a decent rate. Okay, 17% to 27%. So that's really interesting. The card has a foreign transaction fee, so 3%. I've said this before, but yeah, this is not the card that you. By the way, a foreign transaction fee will also apply if you use the card to shop online, but you shop at a foreign website. So if you shop at a foreign website, you also will be charged an annual like a foreign transaction fee of 3%. So you don't have to necessarily travel to actually incur this cost. So this is something to really think about, especially in the long run. And but the card actually is great because it has no annual fee, so you are able to get things done a lot faster. There is no annual fee, so you can use the card as much as possible. Usually, when you have an annual fee, you are actually forced to use the card to offset the fee, right? But usually, when you have an annual fee, you do have also perks or rewards, and this card has neither. So it has no rewards. It also has no annual fee, so that's kind of cool. And but overall, the main draw of this card is that you want to use it for balance transfers. That's all. Don't use the card for anything else. Don't use the card for regular purchases or whatever. No, you can use the card for balance transfers, and you just park this debt. I mean, if you have a debt right now, you just park it onto this card for 18 months. So 18 months is a pretty reasonable period of time when you think about it. I mean, a year and a half for you to pay off your debt. That's really good, especially gives you a flexibility. So that's really fantastic. Okay. And one thing I also want to say here is that you have the ability to control things, employee expenses too. So speaking of employee expenses, basically one additional benefit that really comes with the U.S. Bank Business Platinum Card is that you have a free employee cards. So that's really good because you are able to track your employee expenses without spending further. Okay, so the maximum card count is 99. Although if you have an existing relationship with U.S. Bank, you are able to increase the number of cards. So that's really fantastic. Okay, so as a business owner, you can simplify expense reimbursement and tracking by giving employees their own credit cards. That gives you a more flexibility. It gives them also more flexibility to be accountable, right? So you're able to know who has been good with their business credit card. Okay, and the cool thing is that from a budgetary point of view, you are able to have individual spending limits and controls, so you can see how much you want to. Like you can say one employee has $10,000 and another employee has $7,000 or $5,000, depending on their profile, depending on their rank also. Okay, but of course, everything that you have has to fit into the limits that the U.S. Bank approved you for. So, for instance, if U.S. Bank approved you for, let's say, a limit of $30,000, anything you split and dice with the employees has to really fit into this $30,000. So it is what it is. And also with the U.S. Bank Business Platinum, you have mobile payments. So that's really cool because you are able to link your U.S. Bank Business Credit Card with mobile devices for quick and convenient purchases with Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Samsung Pay. So you are able to control things even further, right? Especially if you are moving, let's say, you're moving from let's say from an all-in-one payment platform, let's say a physical platform to a touchless platform. So you're able to track things without actually managing cash, without handling cash. So that gives you an extra layer of accountability when it comes to your when it comes to managing your cash flow, So let me talk to you about the rivals here. When you think about the U.S. Bank Business Platinum Card, if for any reason you don't like what the card actually offers, you have a lot of players on the market. You can change. You can choose other business credit cards to actually boost your overall possibilities. Okay, let me share with you two business credit cards that are kind of similar to the U.S. Bank Business Platinum Card. So you have the U.S. Bank Triple Cash Rewards Visa Business Card, and then you have the Bank of America Business Advantage Customized Cash Rewards. Okay, so that's really good. So let's first talk about the U.S. Bank Triple Cash Rewards Visa Business Card versus the U.S. Bank Business Platinum Card. So if you want an intro APR offer but still want to earn rewards, consider other U.S. Bank credit cards. So the U.S. Bank Triple Cash Rewards Visa Business Card includes a 0% APR offer for 15 months, not 18 months, but 15 months. And this actually is applicable on purchases and balance transfers. So after 15 billion cycles, the card actually adjusts to a variable APR, currently ranging from 19% to 29%. So while this promo actually period is shorter than the U.S. Bank Business Platinum Card, the cool thing is that you are able to earn stronger rewards. Okay, so this cash rewards card earns 3% cash back on gas and EV charging station, office supplies store, cell phone service providers, and restaurant purchases, and also 1% cash back on all other purchases. So the thing is that this card actually is kind of cool if you are trying to consolidate your back office finances. Okay. On top of that, this card actually offers a $500 welcome bonus after spending $4,500 within 5 months. So 150 days. Plus, every year you'll receive credits on up to $100 for recurring software subscriptions. So this could be a subscription to QuickBooks. It could be to other programs. Okay. So that's for the U.S. Bank Triple Cash Rewards Visa Business Card. You also have the Bank of America Business Advantage Customized Cash Rewards credit card. So this is actually a card that earns 3% and 2% back on the first $50,000 combined choice category, and also dining purchases every calendar year. So this is kind of cool because you have you have certainty here. Okay, so this happens every single year, and the rate actually switches to 1% afterwards. And so customers with larger deposit balances with Bank of America or Merrill may qualify for Bank of America's preferred rewards. So this is what you want actually, because you are able to take advantage of multiple promotions here. Okay, and for instance, you are able to increase your cashback by up to 75%. It goes from 50% to 75%. Okay, and also new cardholders can earn a welcome bonus of $300 by making $3,000 in purchases during the first 90 days. So that gives you an extra layer of flexibility when it comes to this card here. So fantastic. So here is a verdict here. So when you think about the US Bank Business Platinum card, so you do get this card this year actually. Well, as I said before, this card is actually great for your small business if you need to carry, let's say, a balance, but you want to avoid paying interest charges for as long as possible, especially 18 months. That's really good. Okay, 18 months. So a year and a half. So the card is actually offering unparalleled 18 months of interest-free financing for purchases and balance transfers. And but you do have you have to account for a 3% balance transfer fee. But the thing is that the 3% is reasonable. I mean, it is customary for this type of business credit card. Okay, and the card actually doesn't earn rewards, and but the fact that there are no rewards are really that fact is really cool because you also have no annual fee, so you don't have an annual fee to account for. So if you don't want to have a business card that has an annual fee, go with this card, the U.S. Bank Business Platinum card. And so this is really good, especially if you're looking for an affordable way to gain some interest-free financing. Okay, but if you want to earn, let's say, rewards or make international purchases, you want to definitely look elsewhere because the card doesn't earn rewards on purchases, and it charges actually a 3% foreign transaction fee. So this is something that you really need to account for, especially if you want to use the card in multiple geographies, multiple locations. And so this card is really great from a debt management consolidation point of view. You are able to track what your employees are spending money on. You're able to, as long as you're comfortable with no rewards, you're good to go. You got to be comfortable with the fact that you have no rewards that come with this card. Okay, so you have the possibility to get a card, but it has no rewards. But you're able to track what your employees are spending money on, and you're able to set spending limits. But make sure that you start everything by having a relationship with U.S. Bank. You want to have a relationship with them either by having a U.S. bank account or a U.S. Banking like checking account or a savings account, so that you can really start the relationship. And you can also use U.S. Bank for other services that will really increase your chances of having a higher limit. That's what you want. You want them to extend to you a higher limit so you can actually have interest free financing. So that's really good from a flexibility point of view. You will really love that. Okay, but just remember that this is a card that you are able to get real fast if you have a relationship with U.S. Bank, and even if you are a sole proprietor, because even though this is a business bank account, a business credit card, even if you are a sole proprietor, you can qualify. Okay, if you're an LLC for sure, if you're a C corp for sure, you just have to be any other type of business entity to qualify actually for this card. That's really important. So here are the closing arguments here. Into this conversation, I spoke to you about the US Bank Business Platinum card. I gave you the overall take, the details, the rivals, the verdict, and the closing arguments. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.